of my story. Nevertheless, my mother always told me the importance of knowing what you want to do in life and never giving up on that dream. She started out as a hotel maid back in the 30s and 40s at the Carlton House Hotel, the now defunct Carlton House Hotel. Through her hard work and her drive, she went from a maid to housekeepers in the United States as well as the world. And through her travel all over the country, opening up housekeeping departments in major hotels all over the country as they were still under construction. That was unheard of for African American women in the 50s and 60s. So my dream began with an easy bake oven. I can remember coming home from school, watching Julia Childs, saying that I'm going to cook just like her one day. But it was sort of hard to turn a meal like she did out of that easy bake oven. So as life would have it, there were many ups and downs, twists and turns, and I ended up having a very rich and successful career as a teacher, a preschool teacher, elementary teacher, and then I became the principal of the school that I actually taught at for the last 15 years of my career, right here in Pittsburgh at Fort Pitt Elementary School in Garfield. Okay, now I have to say that because we never got a lot of good props when I was teaching there, but it was, in my mind, it was the best school in Pittsburgh among the Pittsburgh public school system. So in 2010, when I retired, I said, okay, I'm not finished with this. I left Fort Pitt when it was in a good place. And I'm glad that I did because 2 years later, it closed. And that would have been devastating to me. But after travel, I said, okay, I like the life and the glamour. Everybody said how wonderful it is to travel. Believe me, traveling for a career is not glamorous at all. So I did that for a little while. And then, all of a sudden, on Thanksgiving Day, 2012, something happened to me. It's just like all of a sudden, my back just went. I couldn't stand. I couldn't sit. I can barely lay down. And so, at that point, I didn't know what was happening to me. But for sure, I couldn't travel on airplanes anymore. So I ended up being in bed for about 3 or 4 months. And then I found out that about 5 of my discs had collapsed in my back. So I had to have major back surgery. But I said, I'm not finished yet. So I got through the surgery. Then the next year, I had my first knee replacement because I can barely walk. So I said, okay, God's not finished with me yet. So I said, what's next for me? I'm not finished. And so I said, okay, I feel pretty good now, not too much pain. So I remember what I said, that I've always in my life wanted to have some type of a food service business. So I looked around. I said, I'm going to do this. Thinking back when I said an easy bake oven at age 8, my mother said, never give up on your dreams. Work hard and you can achieve them. 35 years in Pittsburgh Public School as an educator. For 15 years saying to my kids every single day that you are the greatest. No matter what, you determine what you want to be. You never give up. No excuses, no exceptions, no alibis. You don't give up. So in 2014, I decided I'm going to go for it. I decided that I was going to open up a food service establishment. But I didn't want to do the big thing, too much competition there. I didn't want to do a coffee house. Pittsburgh have enough of coffee houses. So I decided I'm going to open up a tea shop. but not your everyday tea shop. It had to be a tea shop with a coffee shop environment. But in addition to serving great teas, it allowed me to also have a generous, now at that time, I said, this isn't enough. So now I traded my Easy Bake Oven for a Turbo Chef commercial Easy Bake Oven. So now that allows me to offer a generous menu of sandwiches, soups, and salad. And I am so happy to say that I see many of my customers in the audience today. Thank you. So it's been a year. It's been a year this month. I'm celebrating my 1-year anniversary. And I'm so happy as I look back on my life and think about, this was a dream that I had at age 8. And here I am at age and I've achieved it. There were no excuses for me, even after having a back surgery, knee surgery, and then another knee surgery just this past year. Now I'm a bionic woman. Who knows what's going to happen next? But that's my takeaway to you ladies. Never give up on your dreams. Okay, there are no excuses. You can do whatever you want to do. There are no exceptions. It's yours for the taking. And there's absolutely no alibi that the late Gwen Elliott would have said, I think. Right, Kathy? Maybe? No excuses, no exceptions, no alibi. That's what I leave with you today. Thank you.